Shut up! Yeah, so I won't read you all the details of the conversation we had, on Messenger, but I will read you my rebuttal. So at this point, I'm like, all right, I just spent all this time, thinking this guy was serious, and he's not serious. So here's what I came back with. Maybe you can use something like this if you're ever in a situation. Maybe it'll work for you. It didn't work for me, but I think it could have worked, depending on where his head was at. But I don't know him. I've only spoke with him for a short amount of time on Messenger, so I took a shot and missed. But here's what I said when he said he thought it was an AI portrait or something, right? I said, no AI here. I don't believe it has a place in the creative world. This would be hand-drawn and illustrated by yours truly. Created with heart and soul, real human connection, like art was meant to be. And I said, sorry, I don't mean to rant. Because I don't, but, I mean, come on, man, I said I was estimating around 60 hours for your portrait. I know you said it would be selfish to spend that kind of money on just yourself, which was his response. I said, but think of it this way. It would not only be for you, but a family heirloom that preserves a part of your legacy to be shared with your children and generations to follow. I actually believe that. And I said, really, that is all we have left to give in the end anyway. Something to ponder, perhaps. No pressure, though. I understand it is not cheap. I appreciate you reaching out and showing interest in my work. I don't want to make an enemy. I don't have any hard feelings on this guy. I kind of wish he had thought about what he was doing a little bit more before. But it's all right. But yeah, I mean, it's a tangible good. But in a situation like this, you have a portrait of yourself, your service in the military, a little bit of a story in there, a little bit of a history of who you were as a soldier, and you're going to hang that on your wall, and you're going to be like, hey, that's great. I got a picture of me on my wall. That's great. But when you pass on, one of your kids is going to want that picture, and they're going to hang it on their wall. And then when they pass on, one of their kids is going to want that picture, and they're going to hang it on their wall. And 2-3 generations down the road, this thing is priceless, and nobody in the family would ever give it up. You know what I mean? So, something to think about when you talk about tangible goods. Is they still have value. That's all I got. Shut up!